Hi Lammas students, I hope you're well. Today we are going to be making sweet and sour chicken for the year 9s. So I'll give you a run through of how to make that. So today I do have a class with me and they may have questions, so we'll answer them as well, okay? Firstly, we are going to dice our chicken in small pieces. So if you see here, I will pick a couple up. You can use breast or you can use thigh. We want them this size, okay? No bigger than this and no smaller than this. So it's like the Chinese takeaway that you buy, the sweet and sour chicken, if you like that style. It's really beautiful. You can make it however you like. You can add more things when you're making it at home. So my chicken is ready here. And so firstly what I'm going to do, because the chicken won't take long, is I'm going to have my non-stick frying pan, put it on a medium heat. Ooh. Okay. Being careful, standing at a distance from it always, okay? So we're making sure we don't burn ourselves. Can we sit down? Okay. Excellent. So I've put a little bit of oil in my pan. And today, because I need to fry it a little bit, the chicken, I'm going to put a little bit more oil. So maybe 3 tablespoons of oil, okay? Right. On a medium heat, that is cooking. Heating up, should I say. Okay. So over here I have plain flour and I have some corn flour. So I'm going to take 3 tablespoons, actually 2, don't need that much. 2 tablespoons of corn flour, that will go into my mixture with my plain flour. I'm going to put a little bit of salt, about half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, just to give the extra flavouring, okay? And a little bit of chilli. A little bit of chilli, there we go. Now, with a fork, I'm going to mix that up. Making sure I'm working tidy, okay? Making sure everything's not everywhere. You have a question, yes? Because if you mix it with your hand, it might get a little bit messy, okay? The fork has, obviously, these parts here. Okay, they're separated, and it helps it mix it better. All right? Bear with me, I'll answer your question, okay? Okay. So, my flour is now ready. What I will do now is I will take a piece of chicken, I'll dip it into my flour, okay? And I'll put it onto my chopping board. As you can see, my chopping board is ready for me to use, okay? Again, taking another piece, taking off the excess and popping it onto my board. Same thing I'm going to do for all these pieces of chicken. I might take a couple and do it, or 3, 4 pieces and do it together, just not too many, okay? Just coating them, because when they cook, you'll see they'll be nice and crispy. Just like how the Chinese takeaways do them. Sometimes I find cooking at home is even a little bit better than the takeaways. Much better, I find, because you can use your own herbs and you can use your own spices. Now, I know that my heat on my cooker is a little bit hot at the moment, but we can't cool that down, so take it completely down, okay, while we do the chicken. Just coating every single part of the chicken, okay, we're coating. Dusting it off. Okay, a few more pieces. Can anybody tell me what I will do with my bowl once I finish with the chicken? Yes.
Wash it.
Wash it? Where am I going to put it? Yes.
In the sink.
In the sink. Why am I going to put it in the sink?
Because you're not going to use it after.
Yeah, but we are.
Because your meat isn't going to use it.
Yeah. Well done, yeah?
Oh, to prevent cross-contamination.
Well done. And also we are, for hygiene and safety rules, we are tidying up as we go along. Do you remember me always saying that to you when you're cooking? Tidy up as you're going along, guys, okay? I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to put that in the bin. And I'm going to put these 2 things into the sink, okay? And I'm going to wash my hands really quickly, because it can get a little bit lumpy from where the chicken's been a little bit wet and with the dry ingredient, okay? Making sure I'm using hand soap. One moment, darling. Making sure I'm using hand soap because I need to get all that bacteria off my hands. Now, my oil is ready here. I will use my tongs, okay, slide it upwards for it to work. Being careful, I'm not standing right next to it. I'm not going to throw them in. I'm going to go low and drop them in there, okay? Putting my temperature up a little bit because I need it a little bit more sizzling. think I may need a little bit more oil because I want to cover the base of it at least, okay? Just let that heat up quickly. It won't take too long because it's a gas cooker, so you can regulate the heat pretty well. And don't forget the oil that's in there already is quite hot, okay? Okay, we're ready to go. Popping the other bits of chicken in.
So there's not too much oil.
No. If it's too much at the end, I'll show you what I'm going to do, okay? Because we have to shallow fry the chicken. We're not going to deep fry it because we don't need to do that. Because I always like to use less oil than more oil, okay? I actually try not to deep fry anything. So our frying pans here are big enough for us to put this much, a portion of this chicken in, okay? If I throw my chicken in from here, what's going to happen because I'm scared of the oil? Yes.
It's gonna like splash.
It's going to splash up at me. And that's going to cause me to get burns and blisters, okay? Don't be confident. Go low. If you don't disturb it, it's not going to come at you, okay? Moving it around. Yeah, all of my pieces of chicken. I'm going to leave my board here for a moment. I'm just going to take the excess flour off it. Because I want to have a place where I can put my tongs, okay? Okay, I'm going to let that cook. Taking a dishcloth. One more, yes?
You said you're going to put them out or around.
Yeah, I will in a moment, yeah? Okay. Cleaning up as I go along, always. You're going to hear me saying this again and again and again because I want you guys to get into good habits where you're cleaning up as you're going along. Health and safety is always key when we're cooking, okay? And it makes cooking a little bit more fun. Yes. Well, can we talk about last lesson next time, yeah? Okay, excellent, thank you. Right, I'm going to stop the questions for now and I'll ask questions about this dish at the end, okay? Okay, I'm going to get another bowl prepared because when the chicken is ready, I need to take it out, okay? I don't want to turn them straight away because I want them to cook underneath. What I have done in preparation previously, over here if you can see all of our ingredients, is that I have chopped up some bell peppers. You can use green and you can use red, okay? I've used the red ones. I've had one medium onion which I chopped up in large particles, okay, like this. They're not small, they're quite large. I have some spring onions which I have again chopped up in a nice size, not too small, okay? And all the rest of my ingredients I will speak to you as we are working. Okay, so my chicken is doing well. I think with my tongs, I am just going to turn them. Okay. Yeah, it's nice cooking. We need to make sure it's cooked, the chicken, okay? So the temperature can't be too high, or it can't be too low. It does get hot, so you've got to be careful that you don't burn your hands, okay? Making this process quite quick. Just turning them over. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to place my onions in my pepper bowl at the moment, okay, because I don't want to waste any more bowls. And I'm going to get my sauce ready for when we have finished cooking the chicken, okay? So, firstly, I use some ketchup. About probably 4 to 5 tablespoons of ketchup. Taking the air out of it. Okay, there you go. Again. And another one. Okay, a little bit more. There you go, perfect. Now, I'm going to be using some vinegar. Okay. 2 tablespoons of vinegar. I'm actually not using the tablespoons because I know how the measurements are already. But for the soy sauce, I will use the measuring spoon just to show you guys. Okay. This one seems to be a little bit stuck. Can you give that a go maybe? See if it works. In this mixture, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon, okay, of brown sugar, because it's going to be sweet and it's going to be sour. 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. Actually, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons, okay? So like I said, depending on how you like it, you can change the ingredients a little bit sometimes, okay? Putting that there. Keeping an eye on my chicken. Soy sauce already has salt in there, so, and plus we've put a little bit of salt in here as well, the flour. We don't want to overdo it with the salt because we can always add salt on the top, okay? A little bit of pepper, so we're going to do half a teaspoon of pepper. Excellent. A little bit of chili powder. Okay, now going to get a spoon and give that a little mix around. That is going to be our sauce for when we cook. We're not going to do questions just yet, we're going to wait, okay? Can we all sit down? Try and stay super quiet, okay?
Why is it telling you that?
No questions, just sit down, okay? Okay. We'll have an opportunity to ask me all the questions in a moment. Okay. So, that's done. I've got some garlic and ginger here, which I will use when we are cooking our vegetables, okay? So just having a check on my chicken, turning them around. Excellent. I'm going to ask Mr. Zoom into the chicken so we can see what it looks like. Yeah? Thanks. Brilliant. Excellent. Now move them around a little bit. Right, some of the smaller pieces are done, okay? So what I'm going to do is with my tongue, pick it up, I'm going to tap, tap, tap all the oil off, okay? And pop it in my bowl. Regulating my temperature as I need to. Another piece is done here. Making sure that goes on. There we go. Just giving that a quick check. This part will take a little bit longer, okay? Can you guys sit down please, guys, yeah? Okay. I will show you all guys when you can't see properly in a moment. Okay. Regularly turning the chicken because I don't want the chicken to burn, okay? Right. Taking that piece of chicken that I cooked. How do we know that chicken is cooked inside? What colour would it be? Yes. Inside? Yes. White. White. Yes. It will be completely white inside when it is cooked. Chicken doesn't take too long to cook like other meats do, okay? We do not want to overcook chicken because it makes it dry and we don't want dry food. Okay, you're done. 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 Okay, slowly I'm taking them out. Again, still turning the ones that I think can do with a little bit longer. Because the flour's in there, what happens is that sometimes the oil tends to burn in there, okay? So, sorry, the flour tends to burn in the oil. Picking it up. Here we go. Nearly done. Here we go. Okay, so questions at the end, okay? Thank you. All done. Okay, turning my heat on the cooker off, okay? Now this oil, I need to use this pan again. So what I will be doing is taking this oil and placing it somewhere safe at the moment, okay? Because we can't put this down the sink. Oil never put down the sink, okay, because it's really hot. We can't do anything else with it. So right now I'm just going to transfer it into a bowl away from me for it to cool down, and we can dispose of that later. Okay. Now taking this same pan, being very careful, I'm taking a tissue, and you won't be doing this in class yourself, we will be helping you do this part. Okay, I'm just wiping out all of the oil that we don't need, and the flour that has come away from the chicken, okay? Placing it back onto the heat. It's just come away a little bit. There we go. Okay, put that back on here. Now it won't take us very long at all, okay? Putting my heat on again. Remembering the pan's already hot, okay? Using a little bit of oil, because we're going to stir fry our vegetables. Okay, don't need this anymore, so I'll put it straight by the sink. I will just use this part here because it will help me to keep everything tidy, okay? This is warm, I know it's warm, okay? So firstly, I'm going to put my onions and peppers in. Okay, I'm going to put my spring onions in, straight to the sink. I will take my ginger and garlic. Sorry, my ginger and garlic. The garlic I've chopped up really finely, and I had paste of ginger, so I will use that. If you have powder and you prefer to use powder, that's fine as well. Okay, we're just stir frying this. Okay. Holding the pan so you've got security, making sure it's not falling anywhere, burning anyone. Okay. You can also put pineapples in here if you like pineapples in your food. Not everyone does, but in the Chinese restaurants they do put pineapple in if you request it. Sometimes it already comes, okay? Excellent. Sorry, need to quiet me. Thank you. Okay. We do not want to overcook our vegetables because they want to be crunchy, okay, when we're eating them. Moving them around the pan all the time. They'll look like this. Okay? Now, at this point, I will put my sauce in. Okay? Straight into the sink. Being careful it doesn't spit up at me, okay? So I'm going to lower my temperature a little bit. And I'm just cooking that through. I do want it to boil up a little bit, okay? So, but what I would do at this point, if you want to have it saucy, I put a little bit of water in here. If you want it quite dry and you like it quite dry, then I would say to leave it, okay? Okay. Put my temperature up now, okay? Nearly done. Sorry, Miss, could you help out with that, please? Okay. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, when it starts bubbling, it won't take long to cook because all of these ingredients we've just put in, they are already cooked, okay? I'm taking it on a lower heat. again, I'm controlling the temperature of how this is working, okay? Okay, now, time ready for our chicken, okay? Placing our chicken inside, straight to the sink. Put it on the side if there's too much going on over in the sink. All right, now, I'm not going to stir it, okay? I'm going to gently fold it all together. Having my temperature quite high because it's burning out all the excess water. Okay. Okay, here we go. It's coated all that beautiful chicken. Putting on a low heat. And just sprinkling it with some sesame seeds, okay? Okay, here we go. Sprinkling it for garnish and for flavour with some sesame seeds. Okay? Giving it one little stir. And there we have it, our sweet and sour chicken, okay? So you've got your own little takeaway here. Thank you. You could, sorry, really quickly, you can have this with rice or noodles if you want as well, okay? However you prefer. Thanks so much.